I just wanted to tell you about how amazing my experience inside of Unlimited Abundance has been. It almost feels like an impossible dream because it has felt easy and otherworldly almost. Like I would ask for things and they would just show up. I did some what would it takes around uh, getting a new income source, I think it would have been. And within about 3 hours, I had an offer to participate in this awesome side project that's bringing me in an extra $10,000 a month. And I also remember my first reaction to that being, oh, I'm not sure I have the time. I'm not sure that I can pull this off with all the work I already have going on. And then I started doing what will it takes to make it easy and effortless for me to participate in this, for me to make this $10,000 a month while also honouring all my other commitments and allowing myself enough time for joy and play and pleasure and all of that sort of stuff. And it's just sort of fallen into place. I have doubled the revenue in my business while probably working half as much, definitely being half as stressed, not even like a fraction of the amount of stress that I used to have. It's just easy and fun now. I have paid off one of my credit cards and I have a second one that was the large one, and I got an interest-free deal on that is saving me about $5,865, I think, if I remember correctly, on interest payments over the next 2 years. I have been doing what will it takes to be able to refinance my home loan easily and effortlessly. And then I came into the opportunity to have a $10,000 loan interest-free to put onto the mortgage as well. And it's looking like the mortgage refinancing is going to go ahead without a hitch so far. And that didn't seem possible because I needed to save an extra $20,000, and that money just suddenly appeared out of nowhere to put that extra $20,000 on the mortgage so that we'd be eligible to refinance under our current circumstances was amazing, and it came out of nowhere. And a big part of that was the property price randomly going up by $25,000 in about a 4-month period. One day I checked, and then the next time I checked a couple of months later, it had gone up by $25,000, and we didn't need to save nearly as much money anymore. Crazy little synchronicities like that just used to seem like they would happen to someone else. And they just happen to me all the time now. I kind of expect them to happen. I trust that they'll happen. I'm open to receiving them when they happen. And I think all the money stuff is great, but really the thing that actually matters the most to me is that I'm genuinely happy. I feel like a completely different person from a year ago. And if I think back to myself, I guess 5 years ago, I suppose, I started on this kind of journey where I was trying to figure things out for myself and create a different life for myself. And I had some really bad habits, really bad mindset around money and what I deserved and what I was allowed to have, what it was safe, right, and good for me to have. And I just was filled with anger now that I look back at it. I don't think anyone else would have necessarily known that, but I was just angry that things weren't working out the way I wanted. And I don't think I have that kind of victim mindset at all anymore. Oh, apparently a little bit. I just got a punch in my belly to say, oh, you still do it sometimes. But now, the majority of the time, if something isn't going my way, I'm like, okay, what will it take to turn this around? What do I need to do to make this situation all work out for me? And it usually does. And I owe all of that to Christie because, yeah, coming from where my mindset used to be to where it is now, it's just a completely different experience. I'm a completely different person. My finances are completely different. My relationships are completely different. I'm calmer and happier and just generally more joyful in my life. And I just, yeah, thank you, Christie. I really could not be happier. So thank you very much for everything you do inside of Unlimited Abundance. And for anyone watching this, if you're thinking about it, I have no doubt that you'll invest in this program and reap rewards 10 times the price you might pay for this course. It is a minuscule amount compared to the value and rewards you'll get out on the other end. So, best of luck. Many blessings.